What's up, Blake here. I just wanted to show you my new Mac app called Scroll My Mac. So this is an accessibility tool that helps you scroll by clicking and dragging your mouse. So like I can't use a scroll wheel. I'm physically unable to use a scroll wheel or like a touchpad to scroll. So usually I either have to grab the scroll bar like this, or like I have the browser extension Scroll Anywhere, which kind of lets you grab the page and scroll. So this is really nice. I've been using this for years in the browser, but I wanted it everywhere. So that's what Scroll My Mac does. You can download it. This is scrollmymac.blakewatson.com, and you can download it here. And it's going to do some stuff, and I will show you. Let me first deactivate it and show you the settings. So this is the settings window for Scroll My Mac. You can customize the hotkey, but there's a hotkey to enable scroll mode. And when you press that key, you can now scroll inside of Windows. Let me give you an example. Like here's the Finder. I can now scroll by clicking and dragging. And like there's inertia in here, so I can fling it like that. When you first start up the app, there is a setting called safety timeout, which is on. So I've had a really bad experience in the past of trying things that modify the mouse, and then they end up getting my mouse stuck where I can't get out without someone coming over to help me physically press the escape key on the keyboard, or even have to restart my computer. So if you, when you first start the app, there's a safety timeout. You can just keep your mouse still for 10 seconds and it will deactivate scroll mode. So if you're having problems right off the bat, just wanted you to know how you can emergency hatch, get out of there. Otherwise, with scroll mode on, there's some other behaviors that I would recommend. The most useful one is click through. So click through means if you make a single click. So I have scroll mode on. You can see here in the menu bar, I have scroll mode on. This mouse is lit up. If I turn it off, then this mouse icon fades out a little. So that's how you can tell. Now, if you're like me and you want scroll mode on all the time, essentially, then you want to be able to still perform operations. I still want to be able to click, right? Click normally. So that's what click through does. And then I would still like to do things like, I want to be able to scroll. Let me get a longer article here. Like I want to be able to scroll like this, but what if I want to select some text, right? If I want to select some text, it's not letting me because it's wanting to scroll instead. So how do we get around that? That's what this setting is for, click and hold pass through. This is probably a terrible name, but the idea is that you hold the mouse down for a short delay, which is configurable here. I've got mine on the fastest setting because I'm impatient. But you click and hold for a short delay, and then scroll mode will temporarily deactivate, allowing you to interact normally. So maybe best just to show you. So if by default, if I just click on this title bar and try to drag it, it doesn't work. I'm trying to drag it, it doesn't work. What's happening is because scroll mode is activated, so it's trying to scroll. But what I can do is hold the mouse down, short delay. Now I can move the window around. And I have my delay on 0.25 seconds. So actually, it's very quick. Click, drag. Click, drag. It's such a short amount of time. If I want to select some text, click, drag. Click, drag. But if I want to scroll, I just click and drag immediately. So that's how that works. You can tune this to your liking, but I really recommend click through and click and hold pass through if you want to be able to keep scroll mode on and still be able to interact with things normally. It takes a little getting used to delaying for that quick quarter of a second or however long. But yeah, momentum scrolling, so that's this behavior. I like mine to be fairly quick, but I have an intensity slider here, so you can, well, one, you can turn off momentum altogether, but if it's on, then you can adjust the intensity to your liking. Yeah, I recommend turning off that safety timeout once you've confirmed that everything is good and you're not going to be locked out of your mouse. Then turn that off. And then the menu bar icon, from there, it's mostly a status thing, but you can click on it and it will give you the option to turn scroll mode on and off and pull up the settings window and also just quit the app. And then if you have some apps, particularly games, but also, like I said, I like to use Scroll Anywhere in the browser. That's just a personal preference. I think Scroll Anywhere just works really good in browser, so I prefer to just, when I'm using Firefox, I just don't really want scroll mode on. So what I've done is I've added this excluded apps setting, and so I've added Firefox to mine. You can add any apps to this list, and so if I'm running Firefox, then scroll mode will just deactivate. And the way you can tell is if I click on this. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Let me go back over here. I thought I had a Firefox window over here. Maybe I don't. Okay. What the heck? I'll just show you over here. You can see in the menu up here, the mouse has a slash through. So that's how you can know it's currently disabled or deactivated. Games, screen share. You can add whatever you want to this list. If you mess up the settings, don't worry, just hit reset to defaults and you can kind of start over. So that's the quick rundown of the settings. But this has been a lifesaver, really. Being able to just scroll anywhere in any sidebar, any scrollable area in macOS. Super handy when you can't use a trackpad or scroll wheel. Let me know if you like the app, if you have any problems, have any questions, feature requests. Contact me about anything. Peace out.